I'll explain ENC one more time. Basically, there's two parts to ENC. Let's get it going right now, man. Number one part of ENC is going to be this weekend. It's going to be the ENC qualifiers, right? I should have made a YouTube video on this, honestly, but it would be the shortest YouTube video in the history of YouTube videos from my Apex channel. But basically, two parts to ENC. Number one part is the qualifiers tonight. APAC North, APAC South, EMEA, and the Americas will have their individual country squads that reside in their regions fight against each other. But that does not matter. So, for example, for the Americas ENC qualifiers this weekend, Team Argentina will fight against Team USA squads, Team Mexico teams will fight against Team Chile squads, and Team Canada will fight against every other one. So if your country that you're trying to play for is in the Americas, you are playing in the Americas ENC qualifier. Obviously, for APAC North, it's Japan and South Korea. If you are in those countries trying to represent one of those two, then you will play in the APAC North one, so on and so forth for EMEA, and same thing for APAC South. Now, here's the kicker. Even though all these countries are playing against each other in this way and in these fashion for qualifiers, all that matters is what country you're trying to represent, because if you're the number one team in that country, then you are going to qualify in. You do not have to win the qualifiers to represent your country at ENC. So if Team Argentina, for example, Karev & Company, who we're looking at right here, place top 3 in the finals of the qualifiers, and then other Argentina teams don't get top 3 or a better placement, they will represent it and represent Argentina at ENC. And ENC is an actual LAN taking place in November for $1.2 million. So all that matters is being the best placed team in the qualifiers for your country. That's it. That's it. Even if you don't make finals, even if you don't make finals, but you're the best placed squad for Chile, the country, then you are the one representing Team Chile at LAN. You do not have to make finals. Whoever goes the farthest and the best placement in the qualifiers for that country will be the team representing them at LAN. That's how it goes. Greek will be streaming EMEA, yes. I feel like that was a pretty solid explanation, honestly. Yes, there's qualifiers all weekend. There's multiple days with multiple rounds. You can get kicked out early. But if you get kicked out early, but you're still the best team representing your country, Avengers that, by the way, then you're going to represent them at ENC. It's a good little win there for USA, by the way. USA with a little 3-piece on Avengers. No, not every country quals. Correct. Only 42. But at that time, at the same exact moment, I want to also point out that some countries only have 5 teams signed up to represent their, also 40 don't qualify, 38 qualifier, and there's 2 wildcard invites. The rumor is right now with the 2 wildcard invites, which is sent out by Esports Nation Cup, which is ran by EWC and also the Saudi organization or Saudi government, they are going to invite 2 teams that they want, man. 2 teams they want, which I believe the rumor right now is a Saudi Arabian squad gets a guaranteed invite, and I believe a Chinese team gets a guaranteed invite. That's the rumor. So 38 will make it, then those 2 wildcard invitations come on in. There's a lot of Team USA squads. I believe there's over 190 to 200 Japan squads trying to represent their country. Or maybe whatever it may be. Dude, ssirsay with Jay and Krulbuckle is so good. They were unbelievable in Pro League when they had ssirsay before he left, and they look immediately better with ssirsay. At the bare minimum, ssirsay IGLing these 2 is not bad at all. Like, literally not bad. This is a totally fine situation for ssirsay. I think you can grow a lot with these 2. It's going to be HGC in 3rd with 25, CLG in 4th with 22, Brain Routing in 5th with 19. To be Crypto and Alter now gone, so Crypto is the game 2 ban. Overall kill leader, he's Sykes and Panic tied at 11. It seems like they're tied every time they're in the kill leading spot. And then Sykes is damage leader with 4.7k in the mix. We're now going to be done with game number 2. And we're going into game 3. Last one on E-District before we go on to Storm Point. SPS leads the charge with a 2nd and 3rd back-to-back top 3s. See what happens in game 3. Bro got 0 kills. Hey, bro. Listen, man. Life of a crypto player, buddy. All that matters is that ssirsay has that Axel did his job with 2.4k, reaps the rewards. This is the lineman, bro, of this squad, and this is the fucking running back or the QB dude reaping all the benefits. That's how it is every time, man. I would be very surprised if Bugger Boys did not make LAN with the way they play. Like, they play so good together, man. Like, every single time, dude. They play so fucking good. At this point, dude, and also the same thing, like, we talk about it all the time. For, like, growth purposes, I think ssirsay taking a step to actually be in like, his top form. I think, like, him taking this next step, again, to actually full commit to an IGL role is not bad. ssirsay keeps going back to like that fragging role and getting IGL, and then ssirsay has like a really bad habit of just countercalling, which, like, you know, it's not a bad thing all the time. It's a little bit probably annoying for some IGLs, but it's really hard nowadays for like IGLs to work with someone who's consistently countercalling. So if ssirsay, who's obviously and evidently a good IGL, you know, is young, if you find two other young players like Cruelbuckle and Jay to respect his calls and his shouts, then that's a good sign for ssirsay. Like, that's a good thing for ssirsay, because genuinely, I think if ssirsay went with two other players who are experienced in Pro League or a little bit older, you know, ssirsay's young. He's 17 years old. He's probably not going to get the respect that he probably should get from these other guys who are playing for a long time within the Pro League or older in general. So if you can find these two young guys, Cruelbuckle, Jay, and they listen to your IGL and they don't countercall you, and they both can shoot straight and very good, actually, there's no problem with this. I think ssirsay can be a fantastic IGL with the right squad. And it's evident every time. He plays with Buckle Boys and they fucking fry out. Keon for ENC. I mean, can we get some scripts in the chat, please? Can we get some scripts in the chat? When a player like Keon gets out of the mix, bro, 100%. Like, you can't have Keon as a free agent available for somebody and no one looking at him. He's definitely getting looked at. Who's looking at him is the question now, though, right? You know, we're creeping on up, bro, towards that little time of our little roster lock of July 7th. So we're inching on a little bit closer. Still a good amount of time left for a team to actually solidify. But overall, dude, yeah, August 7th is the roster lock for Split 2. So for ENC, I don't really know. I don't even know when ENC roster lock was, if it's now or whatever, maybe August 7th, my bad. So July 7th, my bad. So August 7th. But yeah, like overall, someone's got to be looking at Keon. There ain't no way. He's too good of a player. And whether you like that Keon plays too much ranked or you dislike it, whatever it may be, he grinds the game. Keon is a valuable asset to some squad. And I think there'd be like, if like someone really has a problem with Keon playing too much ranked, I think the problem probably arises from him playing too much ranked before scrims. Because whether you want to admit or not, ranked does form some bad habits. That's just really the truth. You know what I mean? Like, it does. If you play ranked for 4 hours a day before you go and play scrims, the first 2 to 3 games of scrims, you might be in there feed facing and doing some wide swings you do in ranked that you wouldn't do in the actual ALGS level. A big thing that Keon could do is be like, all right, I want to grind. Then maybe you grind after the scrim blocks. Maybe you play a little bit later, so your first involvement in Apex is at an ALGS level, not a ranked level, and you keep those good habits up to immediately start the scrims, and you warm up in a different way, and then you go into ranked afterwards. So, but ranked does like cause bad, traits. Like, there are some bad things you can take away from playing too much ranked. Do I think that's Keon's effectively getting rid of those bad traits all the time? Maybe not. I don't get to watch Keon's gameplay all the time because we watch a lot of POVs. But if that's now 3 teams saying it, there might be a little bit of truth to it. But playing the game's not the problem. It's maybe the way you're playing or the timing you're doing so. It's just bad habits, bro.
Definitely.
That's all it is. It could be that. Hal plays 8 ranks every day. Yeah, but it's also different, bro. Like, here's the thing. It's like adding Hal into talks is all anomaly. Like, he's literally one of one. Like, that's the reality when we talk about ImperialHal. And that's how we have to talk about him all the time, because sometimes I'll say something, you guys are like, but Hal did this. It's like, okay, yes, Hal did this. There's also only one Hal. Like, that is how it goes. That's just the reality. Like, Hal is Hal. So, like, you don't want to glaze him, but you always got to give credit to what Hal can do. At the same time, too, don't forget, Hal, plays a lot of Apex, but a lot of the times, dude, Hal also plays a lot after a scrim block. Hal's on for a later time, playing maybe even longer after the scrim block comes in. You know what I mean? So it is. Here we go, game 5. Wow, he sounds just like the artist. No. Well, yes, correct. ENC Quals will be on this current patch. That's going to be honestly, man, I'm pretty sure from what I've heard around rumors, man, for ALGS, that there was, like, at some points, bro, or one point we had, like, a patch made or a private mode made, or whatever it was, private client made for, like, whatever they practiced on. They'll play at LAN. I believe for this last one for AWC, that was not the case. They play on whatever was present. That's going to be the same thing now moving forward for majority of LANs, I think. That's the rumor going around. That whatever Apex looks like when you're playing at LAN, even if it was completely different for a whole split, that's how it's going to be.